Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay. So excited to be here with you all. If you are watching later, let me know where you're watching from. I always love to see that. All the different countries around the world. Yeah. Awesome. So today we're talking about a tool to create a magical relationship. Yeah. And the super cool thing with this is you can actually use this tool in every relationship. So if you saw the promo picture on Facebook or YouTube, I used a photo of hubby and I, but it doesn't actually have to be marriage or a spouse or a lover. You can actually use this tool with every relationship you have with your boss, with your coworkers, with your friends, with your parents, your siblings, everybody. Hello, Facebook user from Northeast Indiana. How does it get any better? And I say Facebook user because StreamYard, which is the thing I'm using to put this on all the different places, will, if you haven't given it permission to use your name, it comes up as Facebook user. So I apologize. But when I go later and look at these comments, I can see your name there. So you don't have to give StreamYard permission. All right, guys. So here's the thing. The tool to create a magical relationship da, 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 is the willingness to be wrong. Yes. Now, I know some of you are going to stop watching because you're like, I'm not going to do that, Glennies. And hear me out. Hear me out. The thing is that we are so trained, we might call it, to be right. We so don't ever want to be wrong that we will fight to the death pretty much to be right. But what that does is it kills our relationships. It does. The need to be right, no matter what relationship you're in, will kill that relationship. So, if you are willing to be wrong, what that gives is a space for actual kindness. So, it doesn't mean you have to walk around going, I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm always wrong, I'm wrong, so you can be right. It's not that. It's recognizing that everybody is walking around with this desperate need to be right. Everybody, sadly. And what else is possible? And so if you're willing in that relationship, whatever it is, to be wrong, not that you are wrong, because you're never wrong, nor is the other person, but if you're willing to say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I was wrong. That's the magic right there, my sweet friends. That is the magic right there when you can say, I'm so sorry, I was wrong. It changes everything. Because that person that you are willing to be wrong with in that moment, their defenses are no longer fighting you. Now they can actually be present with you. And 9 times out of 10, when I'm willing to use it, not that I'm always willing to use it, I'll be honest, but 9 times out of 10, when I'm willing to use it, the other person goes, oh, no, no, you're not wrong. Let's, and then let's talk about it. And there's a whole different conversation that can be had rather than fighting the other person, because we will never convince somebody that they're wrong in that way. We'll never ever get our point across when we're defending ourselves. Yeah. It really truly is about being present with the person. So if you're willing to go, man, I'm so sorry, I was wrong here. It opens the door to a different conversation, and truly, what magic is possible when you're willing to actually have a conversation with somebody from a level of presence. Yeah, that's where the magic is, my sweet friends. That's where the magic is. And so you'll see a link somewhere. I've got a relationship bundle, a magical relationship bundle on sale right now, 80% off, so be quick. And one of the calls in there, there's 3 different programs, and one of them is called the Ending the Addiction to Being Right. So if this is a big thing for you, take a look at this bundle because you will get 3 different programs in there. And again, the link is somewhere. But really, if you're willing to be wrong. So I want to speak to that a little bit more because the willingness to be wrong doesn't mean you are wrong. Okay. Right and wrong actually takes judgment. So you can't ever be right and you can't ever be wrong. It's just the recognition that if you're willing to say to the person, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry, that changes the conversation. That gets them to drop their defenses. Now you both can be present with that. I remember years ago, I always tell this story in my foundation classes. Well, I shouldn't say always, but a lot of times I tell this story in my foundation classes. And we were living at a different acreage at the time, and we had done some renovations, and we didn't have a backsplash in the kitchen because I hadn't went and picked one up. And as I was leaving one day to go and facilitate a class, hubby said to me, I guess we'll never have a backsplash. Which was basically his way of saying, hey, you need to get a backsplash without saying, hey, you need to get a backsplash. He knew it had to be up to me because I would never allow him to choose the colors for it. And I hadn't done it. And it had been literally months, my sweet friends, that I had not picked out a backsplash. And when he first said it, I went straight to the defense, and I could feel it in my body, and I was ready to fight. And I was going to say, listen, do you know how busy I am? I don't have time. All the things, right? And this time I thought, I'm actually going to use this tool because I had heard it spoke about many times, but I'd never actually truly been willing to be wrong before. So I stopped, I set my stuff down. I had my hands full. I set it all down. I turned around and I looked at him and I said, I am so sorry. I don't know how you put up with me, which was basically a way of being wrong. And in that moment, when I didn't choose the defense, when I didn't choose the fight, when I didn't choose to be right, and I was willing to be wrong and I was willing to be present, that allowed him then to go, but you've been busy. You don't have time to go get a black spot. All the things that I was going to say in my defense, he actually said in my defense once I was willing to drop the barriers, drop the fight, drop the need to be right, and actually be present. And I walked away from there going, oh my gosh, that changed so much, including our entire day. Because if I had chose defense, if I'd have chose to be right, we'd have had a fight, and I would have went off to facilitate a class in a pissy mood, and I'd have come home from that class still pissy at him, and it could have went on for days. But it changed everything, my willingness to be wrong, and I knew I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. It's not right to get a backsplash right away. It's not wrong not to. It just was a choice. And so this was a totally different space to be in. So anywhere that you haven't been willing to be wrong, will you just destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, putt, puck, shorts, boys, me on. So that is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. If you're not familiar, you can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information. And just try it out, guys. Just try it out. And not from sarcasm. This is where a lot of people go, oh, well, I'll do it, but I'll be like, yeah, well, you know what? I'm wrong and I'm sorry, but they're not actually being that. So really try it out and just get a sense of the magic it can create in every relationship. And again, if you would like more of these magical tools, check out the relationship bundle, the magical relationship bundle. The link is somewhere. And if you get emails from me, you might have found out that the link in the email today didn't work. How's it get any better than that? So there we go. The link in this should work. So if not, let me know. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for coming to play. I'm so grateful for you all, and I look forward to playing again sometime soon. Bye, guys.